I'm going back to the south. I'm going back, 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 back. When my roots ain't watered down. Growing like a bob tree of life on fertile ground. Hey, Karina. On game. On time, on gold chains. With my old shoe in a jail. Drip all on me. What's good? What's good? Hold up, don't I smell like such a non-traffic instant? Yeah, pure ice, 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 ice. Bust down, flood it, flood it, flood it, flood it. On my wrist, out, ooh, going up, motherland, motherland. Hey, Shatina. Shatina. What's going on, Connie? And we miss y'all at the bonfire. So hey Charmaine, what's good? So we are doing Meditation Tuesdays every other Tuesday now, if y'all haven't noticed. If y'all haven't noticed, we're doing it like every other Tuesday. So just want to let y'all know in case y'all, want to set your schedules. So this week, hold on, let me ring the first bell. Give me a sec. Our first chime for the evening. Yeah, I know we get into it when we get to 3. Yeah, I know a lot of people gonna be there for the next one. This one was totally sold out. We had to, of course, cut the numbers that we could have there because of Corona. And, we wanted to make sure that everybody could properly social distance and all that. So, but the night was beautiful. It was amazing. It's just so much that could be said about it, but if you just don't have you have to have the experience of it. You really have to have the experience of it. So Facebook is telling me that they partially muted my video because I had that Beyonce playing. Boy, Beyonce don't play about her music at all. You can't put none of Beyonce on your video or nothing. So that's why I cut that, because I knew that was going to happen. Anyway, y'all. So y'all let me know who's here. It says that I got 14 people on here. So y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Hey, what's up to Harka? You did, Kay. You lucked up tonight. You lucked up. You lucked up. Man, I'll be so excited when we can get, we can have meditation where people can come in. Like, I really, really miss that energy, that old energy of people being able to be here to, to experience the meditation. Let's see. Shantina said she waited too late to get a ticket. I know. The tickets, like, they start going really fast, and I had to limit it. So as soon as I put out that, it's about to be sold out, it was like sold out almost instantly, because people just hurry up and went. So the tickets went really fast, and there was no admissions or anything at the door. It's like all the tickets were gone. So I really, really appreciate it, and I really thank everybody for coming out to the bonfire that were actually able to make it. It was, like I said, it was truly a different experience, like-minded people, the singing bowls were amazing. We was just like, it's like, what time was it? Maybe like 10:30 at night or something. And we're all like out on the lawn, and all of, Melissa was playing all of the singing bowls, and we had just done this beautiful meditation, and it was just, and the fire was going and stuff. So we're going to definitely do it again. We're going to definitely do it again. So how is everybody? Everybody doing good tonight? Hey, Diamond, how are you? I hope everybody's doing well. I am feeling ecstatic today. After the bonfire, I'm lighting this Palo Santo. You know, you have to keep it lit, so I'll probably do this throughout the thing in case y'all see me doing stuff. Um, After the bonfire on Friday, I was literally zapped. Like my energy was like gone. I had given so much that week for the build up, and then that day, all the ancestors, man, y'all, it was so powerful because it's just like the ancestors like just rained down in that place and were just like sitting there with us. And so Saturday, I was just like zapped. And my energy was, I didn't really fully recover until probably like Sunday evening. And that's when I like started posting the pictures and all that. But it was crazy. So y'all let me know. I have this on my Wi-Fi, on my hotspot from my phone. So y'all let me know if y'all can, if the voice is choppy or the video or anything is choppy, or if everything looks good. I just want to make sure that everything is good before we go into the meditation. So somebody just let me know if the voice is good on here, and make sure that the video is good. And it's a little lag time on the responses. So, but I'm going to keep, let me do round two. So how are you guys doing as far as your, okay, I sound clear. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Shantina. How are you guys doing as far as your personal meditations, like with your imagination? Are you guys able to do? Because I've had a couple of people say, that's been meditating, doing my meditations for a couple of years that are like, well, I can't really do it by myself. I can't do the imagination part. I can't do the creative part by myself. And so I don't know. I just want to see how you guys are doing with as far as allowing your imagination to flow during meditations, your own meditations. So somebody let me know that. And we could also talk about, all right, we're gonna go ahead and get going. We're gonna talk about how our imagination is so significant and so important for um, for our spirituality. And our imagination is really something that was taken from us at an early age. You weren't supposed to be staring out of the window when you were in class. You weren't supposed to be daydreaming. It's like, come back here, like everything has to be here. So the imagination was kind of um, hey, Jaleesa, you made it. Okay, you good with visualization. Cool. What's up, McQueen? I suck at it. Oh, Kimberly. Okay. Okay. Well, good that you're on here tonight. I know we missed last week and you actually needed it last week. And my apologies, but we're gonna do it every other week, y'all. So but yeah, so the imagination thing is really significant, like especially when you're trying to what you say, D, my imagination can run to the left, so it's been an adventure. That's me. I don't concentrate well to myself. Easy to visualize. Okay. I do guided meditations that visualization is attached. So yes, I can do. Okay. All right, good. But like when you're trying to manifest things, it's really good to be able to use your imagination and to be able to visualize things, because the part of the not affirmation, but the part of the manifestation, when you set an intention, the prayer itself, actually prayer is, hey Chris, what's up, what's going on? Okay. Kenosha. Okay, we got some new people in here tonight. Yeah, y'all share this video. Y'all share the video, share, share, share. Um, but the biggest portion of the uh, the the portion of manifesting is your actual imagination. So prayer is actually, you're not supposed to go, prayer is not going to God begging for something. Like, that is just not what that is. It's not like you're supposed to go and you're supposed to kneel on your knees and pray, Lord, please give me. That is not prayer. Prayer is affirming. Prayer is visualizing. Prayer is the feeling as if that thing is already done. That is what prayer is. Prayer is when you are affirming that something is already done. I am this. I am that. That is what prayer is. And it's actually the feeling as if. So um let's say that you put, three things down, or let's just do one thing down that you want to manifest. You have one intention. What's going to happen is that when you set that intention, you say, I am this. Or let's say a compassion. You want to work on compassion. Let's use an easy one. And you say, I am compassion. Let's say that you say that. Then what you do is you go into your meditation and you think about how your life would be if you were able to walk around and just have compassion first for yourself and then for other people. If you were able to really, really have that compassion and that unconditional love for other people, how would your life be? How would it be different? What does it look like? You know? So that's the thing. That is the prayer, is that feeling of as if. How would I be feeling? And to visualize. And that's where your imagination comes in. That's why I always do visualization and imagination to meditations to reignite your imagination, because it's so important in your spiritual work, because what we're dealing with in spirituality are unseen forces. And there are unseen forces. If you don't believe that there are unseen forces that are helping us, that are here to help us, that are standing by, that are guiding us, that are sometimes pulling strings, puppeting some of us. If you don't believe that those invisible forces exist, you're probably on the wrong live right now. You may want to check in on another live because I'm here to tell you that there are forces and there are spiritual beings that, we have angels, we have spirit guides, we have these things that exist, that are, our ancestors. So you have to understand that your imagination has to be ignited. Your imagination has to grow. Your imagination has to be significant in order for you to really, really get into your spiritual practice. So that is the significance of igniting your imagination. Is for you to just be able to like I said, as far as manifesting, you got to be able to think about that thing that you want. You got to be able to act and be that thing. You know what I mean? You thinking about this new car that you want, but every time you get in your car, you sad and you pissed off, and you gotta crank, push the gas to start it, or you gotta put air in your tire, or whatever. If you're manifesting a new car, another car, you have to get in your car as if you're getting in the new car. And so that's what I'm saying. You have to ignite your imagination. So I don't know. Let's say, yes, we have our own team behind us. Light their fire so they can help you. Right? Exactly. Exactly. We have our own team. Our own team. Um, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to know that you are not alone. We have spiritual beings that are standing with us. We have these beings that are there, but this is the thing, y'all, and this is very important. that even though we have a spiritual team that is working with us, that is behind us, we also have free will. So even though they may know the best thing for us is not what we're about to do, they're not going to just jump in. Now, if you get an intuitive thought, and your intuition comes from your head, from your heart, and from your gut. If you get an intuitive thought that this is a bad idea, it's probably some of these beings that's like, hey, hey, bruh, don't do that. Sis, don't do that. You know what I mean? But they're not going to just jump in and intervene and make you do something or not do something. For these, it's kind of like an activation type of thing where you know that these beings exist. You have to give them permission to work in your life, give them permission to do things in your life, because they're not gonna, like I said, we have free will. We have free will. Nobody, the biggest thing, the biggest asset that a human has is choice. It's your free choice. You can do whatever you want to do. Yeah, there are some people that have put a lot of pressure on you to do certain things. But honestly, it's your choice. Now, the consequences you may not like. The consequences may be detrimental in some cases. The consequences, you may lose something in some cases, but always remember that the choice, you have the choice. You make the choice. This is earth. This is free will. This is your journey. You can choose never to engage these beings, which is a bad, well, what I think is a bad decision. Or everything that you do, you can engage them. All we have to do is ask. All we have to do is ask for help. Now, in some cases, you may want to give them a little time to do something. It's like honestly, I found, when you, like, if you start in your car or something, um, I want to I'm gonna use this example. If you start in your car and it's not starting, and you just say, okay, well, you may know which angel works with mechanical stuff or something like that, machinery or computers or technology. There are certain angels that do things. There are certain ancestors. You may have an ancestor. What if you have an ancestor that used to be a mechanic or something like that? This is real shit. It sounds far-fetched, but really, this is real shit, y'all. So, and you call Uncle Willie that used to be a shade tree mechanic, and you say, Uncle Willie, I don't know what's going on with this car, but I'm gonna need you to help me start this car because I need to get to work today. And you hit it and it still don't start. Be like, man, man, forget Uncle. Don't do that. Forget Uncle Willie. Don't do that, because sometimes it's a little bit of a lag time for spirit to get things through down to get to third dimension. You know what I'm saying? So don't give up on Uncle. You may have to do it a couple more times, just to give Uncle Willie time to get through. And that goes for with, just our spirit team, period. Everything may not happen instantly, but know that it's in the works if you're asking for it. So if it's in your highest good, if it's in your highest good. And so I just want to, I don't know how that road came about, but clearly spirit needed it to be said. Um, Let me see what y'all are talking about. Yes, we still have a choice, free will. You have to be reliable for your own action. Yeah. So of course you have to be responsible, and you have to think about this too. That every action has a reaction. It's the law of cause and effect. So everything that you put out is gonna come back. So I'd encourage you to continue to put out some good shit. But everything, every now and then, you might feel like you need to do something that it is what it is. Just note that for every action is a reaction. So for every cause, there's an effect. So if for everything that you put out there, it's going to come back, because the universe, it works in a cycle, and it works on balance. And the universe is always going to balance itself out. It's always going to balance itself out. So, that energy that you put out there that wasn't so hot, that was just really kind of, you're going to get it back. It may not be in the same way, But it is what it is. It is what it is. We make our choices on how we want to act, how we want to behave. But that beautiful energy that you put out too, that energy is going to come back too. So um, let us let's see, be mindful of your thoughts. Yes, Jaleesa. Um, being mindful of your thoughts. I want to say this about your thoughts. One of the most important things that you want to pay attention to with your thoughts is negative self-talk. Is just you trashing yourself. Some of us talk to ourselves and treat ourselves worse than we would treat our friends, our family. Some of the things that we say to ourselves, some of the ways that we look at ourselves, we wouldn't even, dream of treating, our BFF like that, or, uh, uh, you know, my sister and my sisterhood, or my brother. You wouldn't even treat them like that. But we treat ourselves and we talk to ourselves and we put ourselves down um, way, way, way too much. Way too much. We have to be mindful of what you say to yourself because yourself is listening. And whatever you begin continue to think about yourself and the things that you continue to do, those things get recorded in the subconscious. And when they're in the subconscious mind, they become part of your programming. So if you continue to say that you cannot do something, then you cannot do it. I mean, that it's true, you can't. But if you continue to tell yourself that I can do something, then that begins to switch and change your programming. So look for things that you do and things that you say to yourself. That negative self talk, you have to monitor that. Like kick negative self talk out because it will definitely down. It will definitely down all of your plans, all of your success. It'll have you sabotaging yourself. Um, and that's not even going into something that someone else is saying about you. I'm just talking about the shit that you tell yourself, the things that you tell yourself. So, you know, at least talk to yourself good. At least. That's like the bare minimum. That's like the bare minimum that you can do is talk to yourself good. Be kind, be gentle to yourself. And especially in um, these times where, we're spending more time alone, or some people are not alone. Some people are quarantined with other people. We're kind of not in quarantine anymore, but we still not doing things like we were able to. But especially during the quarantine, where we spent a lot of times to ourselves, and it brought out a lot of shadows, a lot of our shadows that we needed to work on. Um, and those things can get ugly. Those things can get ugly. Those things that are within you that you've just always just brushed to the back, scooted under the rug, bottled up, put on a shelf. All of those things, just kind of the shelf kind of come tumbling down during the quarantine. The rug get kind of lumpy, so you kind of peek under there to see what's under there. And some of that stuff is ugly. Some of it is ugly. And people think that when you get into spirituality and you begin to work on yourself, that things are going to be all love and light, namaste, and all of that. No, this shit gets ugly. It gets ugly. I mean, I'm talking about like snot and crying type of ugly. And especially shadow work, when you deal with those parts of yourself that you have hidden even from yourself. Y'all, you know what? It's sometimes you lie to yourself. Do y'all know that? Have y'all ever lied to yourself? You lie to yourself so much about something that you yourself believe it. But you do it for the wrong reasons. It ain't like you telling yourself or imagining or creating something like a manifestation or intention. I'm talking about when you lie to yourself and delude yourself about things that are detrimental to you. When you lie to yourself, that's some serious shit to lie to yourself. And so sometimes when those lies come back, and like I said, you look under that rug and it's kind of lumpy and you're like, what the hell is under here? And you look, or you get hit in the head with something that fell off of that shelf. It gets serious. It gets serious. But let me tell you something about shadow work. Shadow work is dark. It's the darkness. It's the subconscious. It's the dark part of you. It's that root chakra deep work. But it's what it does is this: when you do shadow work, is when you pull out something within yourself, you do this self evaluation, this self analysis, and you pull out something within yourself that you don't like about yourself, something that, people always say about you, but you like, that ain't me. Somebody always say, oh, she is such, she is so, what's something? Let's say, she is a bitch. I'm not a bitch. I'd never be a bitch. I'm nice to everybody. I treat everybody good. Blah, blah, blah. You just might be. And so when you go in and you say, well, shit, everybody says that I'm a bitch. Let me go and look at that. And you go down the line and you start looking at yourself and you figure out that you are kind of a bitch. It's like, damn, who have I been a bitch to? Damn, why did I treat her like that? I guess I was kind of a bitch to her. Shit, why did I say? You know what I mean? And you kind of go through those things and you examine yourself. And when you look at different things and you examine yourself, what that does is it brings out that darkness. And when you remove that dark portion of yourself, you work on it. And when you're working on it, you're figuring out, why is it there? Why have I been a bitch? What happened in my life? This is the bitch right here. What happened in my life to make me a bitch? How has being a bitch protected me? And you figure these things out. Now, the bitch in you is probably not going to go away. It might, but probably not. But now you can manage her. Now you're in front of her. She's not leading you. She doesn't call the shots, you call the shots. So you know when you need to pull the bitch out. That's how shadow work works. Now you have this piece of you. Okay, well, I know I can be a bitch sometimes, so let me get her in check. And then you get this is what you should do. You give her a name. Let's give Belinda the bitch. Now Belinda has a name. And so when you get into that mode and you feel that coming on, you be like, okay, Belinda's getting ready to come out. Let me manage her. Let me see if I really need to use her now. When you begin to do things like that and you examine, you do this self-evaluation, what happens is that you begin to Belinda is just not dark anymore. She's not that dark part of you anymore when you originally pulled her out. What you're doing is you're wiping her off, you're dusting her off, you're cleaning all of the dirt and all of the soot off of her. And what happens is that when you have control of Belinda, even though she can be a bitch sometimes you need to be a bitch. Sometimes you do. There's an occasion for a bitch, y'all. Sometimes. But when you have control of her, it's no longer darkness, it becomes light. And when it becomes light, that's one part of you. This is how you begin to shine, and this is how you begin to glow. Is you begin to pull out those dark parts of you, look at them, dust them off, work them out, figure them out, and then they become light. And you don't have to worry about going through. Sometimes you don't have to go through. This is why we go through lessons to figure things out. But you don't have to go through the hard time every time to figure something out. You can actually go in within yourself and decide to do shadow work. You can decide to do shadow work. And when you decide to do it, it's not, I'm gonna say it is easier than going through a lesson like, who, I'm so tired of lessons, but I know they're gonna exist as long as I'm here, because that's what we're here for. But I'm saying is that when that portion of your life comes that you're gonna go through, and you've already done the work, it's just so much easier. It's like you get there and you get to that situation that may have been there to actually that you set up before you got here. That's a whole different life. But that scenario, but you've already worked out the part of you that you were supposed to learn. It just flows so much easier, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Don't wait to, wait to go through something to learn something about yourself, to learn who you are. Just dive in. Dive in. Let it be ugly. Let it get ugly and work that thing out so that you can shine. Because there's so many people out there that are looking for this light. They're looking for this light. They're looking for this light. And what if you're supposed to be the light that they're looking for? But you all dusty, you know, you need that cleaner stuff, that cleaner stuff that they had on the those commercials that they spray on the lights or whatever to make them shine again, because the hood lights, what do you call them? Lamp lights in the front be kind of dusty. That's how you look. It's time to dust that shit off, y'all. We don't have time. We don't have time. It's too many people that are being that are being awakened. It's too many people that are being enlightened these days. And you need to be a light. Those of us that's been doing this, those of us that's been on the path, those of us that have been on the journey, it's time. It's time. It's time for you to dust that shit off and start shining. It's time for us to start shining bright, 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 so that those that are coming behind us, beside us, you know, they can see the light. They can see it. So, um, yes, it will get ugly before it gets beautiful, definitely. And it will get beautiful. It will get beautiful. It will get beautiful. But it gotta get ugly first. All right, y'all. So we 30 minutes in. And Spirit has spoken. What do we talked about? Shadow work. We talked about some other stuff. I'm not. I don't even remember. I think Spirit took over here at some point. I can't even remember what the other stuff was that we talked about. So it is what it is. Um, but again, everybody that was at the bonfire, I appreciate y'all. It was beautiful. The next one, I'm trying to see if we're gonna be able to do it next month. I would really like for it to do it every month. That would be ideal, and we'll probably have to keep it like at the same amount of people. So whenever y'all see the promotions, y'all go ahead and get your tickets, because we're not going to do any tickets at the door where you got to do all this contacting and all this kind of stuff. All right. So for our meditation tonight, y'all get ready to get in your spaces that you're going to meditate. If you need to, light candles up, light incense, get your yoga mat, or if you're already in your space and in your position, we're going to get ready to do our meditation. We're going to get ready to do our meditation. So everybody get in their position that you're going to do for meditation. Yes, Neil said, Vanessa said the bonfire was amazing. I'm still in bonfire energy. I know, I know, I know. Me too, me too. It's just really it was definitely an amazing experience. So So y'all get in the space that you're going to do your meditation. If you need to run to the restroom real quick, you can do that. It's gonna allot like a minute or so here where I make sure my phone is on mute. And it's gonna go dead in a minute. That's not good. Hold on for a minute. All right, y'all. So let us get into it. Light you some sage or something, Palo Santo. I'm going to, I have some sage and some Palo Santo left over from what I brought to the bonfire. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that with, hold on, y'all. We're going to set that with, y'all let me know if we're still on, if y'all can see me. Y'all let me know if y'all can see me. So you can still see me? Oh, really? Okay. Wow. Okay. Because it's on my end. It says we're sorry you're having trouble playing this video. So, okay, cool. Well, let's move on then. Let's keep it going. All right. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and get into the meditation. All right. So let me have everybody to close your eyes and just begin to relax your mind. And let's take a deep breath in and exhale. And let's take another deep breath in and exhale. take another deep breath in. And exhale. And let's take one last deep breath in. And exhale. And as we begin this meditation, we want to call in our ancestors to be with us, to share with us, to journey with us. We want to call in the elements: earth, water, fire, air. We want to call in all directions: north, south, east, west. And we want to call in the archangels to stand at each corner of the space that we are in. And now just begin to relax your head. You can move your head from left to right, front to back, just to relax your neck. Relax your jaw muscles. Drop your shoulders. Relax your chest. Relax your stomach muscles. Relax your hips. Relax your knees. Relax your feet. And then visualize white light coming through the top of your head. The white light of source energy just coming through the top of your head. And allow that light to flow all the way down your body, past your face, past your chest. Just allow that wave of energy to flow down, all the way down your body to your feet. Allow that white light to go all the way down through the earth, all the way to the center where there's a central sun. Allow that light to wrap around that central sun and come back up through the earth, back up through your feet, back up all the way to the top of your head. And then just allow that light to engulf you left to right. Allow it to cover you from top to bottom. And just be in that light. And right now, I want to take you down a flight of 5 stairs. And as you go down these stairs, you will become more and more relaxed. And so, as you're at the top of that staircase, go ahead and take one step down, step 4, and then take another step down, step 3, take another step down, step 2, and then take another step down to step 1. And once you step off of that last step, just begin to walk. And imagine yourself in your favorite natural environment. It may be the cosmos, it may be the forest, it may be a beach, but imagine yourself in that space. And as you imagine yourself in that space, in front of you, there's a clearing where there's nothing but sand or there's nothing but dust or dirt. And as you're walking to this clearing, you'll see a mirror. And when you get to that mirror, look at yourself. Do you look like you? Do you look like the child you? Do you look like someone else that you don't know? Look at who you are. And as you just begin to look at yourself, things begin to change in that mirror. Your clothes begin to fall to the floor. Your shoes disappear. Any jewelry that you had on falls away. And all that you are left with is you in that naked state. Look at yourself. Look at every part of you. And on every part of yourself, look at every part of you and tell every part of you, I love you. Every part of yourself. Look at your eyes. I love you. Look at your hands, your arms, your feet, your legs that have served you so well. I love you. Look at those love handles that may be hanging off the side. But you had some good meals making those love handles. Tell them I love you. Just look at every part of yourself and tell yourself I love you. Be compassionate to the parts of yourself that you're having a hard time telling that you love. Be kind. Accept what you see in the mirror. And as you finish telling yourself and all the parts of you that you love you, you can begin to see your shoes come back. And in the mirror, you begin to see your clothes come back. And any jewelry or hats or coats, whatever you had on, you begin to see that come back. And take one last look at yourself. Wink your eye at yourself, smile at yourself, and just tell yourself, I love you. Maybe give yourself a hug. And let's begin to turn around and come back down that path that you began. And so let's walk back to that staircase. And you can see that staircase before you now. Go ahead and take step 1 up and take step 2. Take step 3 up. And let's thank our ancestors, our guides, for going on this journey with us. Take step 3 up, take step 4 up. And then as you take that last step 5 up, begin to get that energy, that joy, give gratitude for the fact that you could look at yourself, every part of you, and say, I love you. And we give thanks and we give gratitude. Ashe, ashe, ashe. You may open your eyes whenever you're ready. Okay, y'all. So I can't see myself, and I don't know if I was talking to myself the whole time or if y'all actually heard me. Um, so y'all let me know where we are at this point. I see, oh, CC Amazing said, I hear an echo. So there may have been an echo. I don't know. But y'all let me know if y'all were able to follow the meditation. Um, Yes. Okay. Good. 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 Awesome. Awesome. So I don't know. It's a lot of. It's tried to cut off like 3 different times, but Spirit, Spirit got a way to make things. I called on old Archangel Metatron to keep these electronics working. So even though it says that they're having too many problems, and it tried to cut off, we still here. We still here. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Was everybody able to see themselves in the mirror? Hey, hey, Shayna. Good to see you. Was everybody able to see themselves in the mirror? And if you were, was there any parts of you that you had a problem telling that you love them, or that you love that part of yourself? Awesome. Okay. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Um, so it's interesting. I'm not sure where because I always come into these meditations open to spirit. So spirit actually, channels or navigates that meditation. And so the seeing the mirror, and I'm not sure the clothes had to come off and all of that. I mean, it's very interesting that that I knew it was someone. It's someone on here that did have a problem with some parts of themselves, and so I could tell that because spirit was like, for that part of you that you're having a problem with, be compassionate for yourself. And so I hope that that person that was having an issue with fully accepting who they are when they were in just that naked state, that they were able to be compassionate with themselves. Um, and me in the mirror was very happy. He ain't talked to her in a while. Yes. Okay. Okay. Cool. I hope that that person was able to be compassionate with themselves and be kind to themselves and still tell those parts of themselves that they had a little trouble with, that they love them. And so that was a beautiful thing, just to talk to yourself, to get into the mirror and be able to love on you, and I like the part at the end, where you wink at yourself or hug yourself or whatever. That was kind of cool. But anyway, y'all, so this is pretty much going to be the end of the meditation. Thank y'all for coming through. Of course, if anybody had any experiences that they want to share, you can inbox me at any time, or you can put it on this thread, if you had some type of experience that that you would like to share with us. But we will be back, not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. We're doing every other Tuesday now, so make sure that you share, so that we can try to, start getting everybody on, one mind, one consciousness. That's what we're doing here. All of the tribes, I have people from all different tribes, that's just coming together, just to be one mind and one consciousness. And that's what this is all about. So I love you guys. Thank y'all for hanging in here with me with the technical issues. But apparently there were no technical issues. I got all this stuff in my face that says there were, but spirit says, nah, we gonna do this tonight. So spirit says, nah, we're gonna do this tonight. So I appreciate y'all for hanging in here with me, and share the video, and I love y'all. Peace.